Good evening and welcome to Asaase Business PM with me, Kevin Annan. I'm with my co-host,
Rosemary Balami.
Tonight on the SDG-Hub, we will discuss the topic Beyond Beauty, Reigning for Climate Action. And to discuss this, we have Nana Ahenkan Agyemang, who is the Executive Director of Miss Republic Ghana and CEO of iGroom Pageants Hub. We also have with us Maame Pokua Opoku, who is Miss Republic Ghana 2023. Business PM is proudly brought to you in partnership with the Center for Sustainable Transformation. Good evening once again and welcome to our weekly SDG Hub here on Asaase Radio. I'm your new host, Kevin Annan. I'm here with my co-host, Rosemary Balami, from the Young Reporters for the Environment Ghana, a program run by the Center for Sustainable Transformation, CeST. Welcome to a captivating journey into the heart of compassion and commitment. Tonight, we embark on a voyage that goes beyond the surface, beyond the dazzling smiles and shimmering gowns, to explore a realm where beauty becomes a powerful force for change. You are tuned into our episode dubbed Beyond Beauty, Reigning for Climate Action. In a world where we are often enamored with aesthetics, we delve into the narrative where beauty is not just skin deep, but becomes a force for transformation. Tonight, we unravel the inspiring stories of individuals who wear the crowns not as mere adornments, but as symbols of responsibility, empathy, and a resolute commitment to safeguarding our planet.
Rightly said, Kevin. In the glittering world of beauty pageants, where elegance meets empowerment, there exists a profound opportunity for global change. Beauty pageants, once primarily seen as showcases of glamour and poise, have evolved into platforms that echo the voices of their winners far beyond the stage. Today, these pageants play a pivotal role in addressing some of the world's most pressing issues, including the urgent matter of climate change. At their core, beauty pageants are not merely contests, but powerful mediums of influence. Beauty queens, with their international recognition and substantial social media presence, possess an incomparable ability to captivate the attention of millions. Their words, actions, and initiatives resonate deeply, reaching corners of the world that traditional advocacy might not touch. In essence, the involvement of beauty pageants in climate action transcends the runway. It becomes a movement that engages hearts and minds globally. By leveraging their influence, beauty queens can turn the spotlight onto the most critical issue humanity faces today, inspiring a collective effort towards a sustainable and harmonious future for our planet. Through their advocacy, these queens are not just redefining beauty standards, they are redefining the future of our world.
Interesting perspectives there, Rose. Well, tonight we'll get to hear from the beauty queens who are here with us, who are shaping a future where beauty stands hand in hand with environmental stewardship. We're also going to witness the reign of compassion, the reign of action, and the reign for climate change. Again, we've been joined in the studios by Nana Ahenkan Agyemang, who is the Executive Director of Miss Republic Ghana and CEO of iGroom Pageants Hub. We also have here with us the current Miss Republic 2023, Maame Pokua Opoku. Welcome, ladies, and could you briefly tell us about yourself? I start with Nana.
Thank you very much. My name is Nana Ahenkan Agyemang. I'm the CEO of iGroom Pageants Hub and also the Executive Director for Miss Republic Ghana. I'm also a physician assistant by profession.
Okay, and then we go to Maame Pokua.
My name is Maame Pokua Opoku. I'm a former Deputy Speaker for Youth Leadership Parliament, an old girl of Ibri Girls Senior High School, and a graduate candidate for the University of Ghana Business School, and currently the reigning queen for Miss Republic Ghana's maiden edition. Thank you.
Awesome. So can you please tell us more about the Republic Ghana, Miss Republic Ghana, I beg your pardon, and its unique focus on climate synergy, and how the idea for this pageant come to be, Nana?
I started pageantry 5 years ago. I wanted to work on, as a physician assistant, we would mostly work on health. So we decided to start pageantry after winning Miss Commonwealth first runner-up. And as we run through the series of pageants we were having, we realized that climate action became a very vital problem in our society. So we decided to tackle on the Sustainable Development Goal 13, that is climate action. So it's just out of passion for our environment and the world and how best we can also contribute to society. That is why we decided to focus on climate action with Miss Republic Ghana.
Okay, and I believe that the impacts have been extensive so far.
We are getting there.
Okay. I'd like to ask Maame as well, what inspired you to be passionate about climate action and integrate it into beauty pageants?
Thank you. So, I believe Miss Republic Ghana, which is a climate action synergy platform, gave me the opportunity to leverage it with my passion for climate change due to 3 reasons. The first being the fact that it serves as a platform for change. It helps you reach a wider audience to be able to put the message across as the reasons why we need to embark on climate change, because as young people, it has a diverse impact on our lives. The second was due to personal passion. I'm really passionate about climate action because as an SDG advocate, I believe they all work hand in hand to bring out the overall mandate of the Sustainable Development Goal. So advocating for climate change will definitely affect each SDG. And the third being the fact that with youth engagement, the future of the youth depends on now. So whatever we do now has an impact on our future. So it helps to give me the opportunity to engage with my peers to bring up initiatives that would affect our future. Thank you.
All right. To Nana, how do you believe beauty pageants can serve as a catalyst for inspiring climate action? And what role do contestants play?
Over the years, we've seen that most beauty pageants are focused on different social actions. And as they do that, they also make impacts. We've seen beauty pageants that is focused on culture. We've seen beauty pageants that they focus on promoting their girls into international platforms. So I believe beauty pageants are already doing and making impacts in the society. We focusing on climate action is not something new. Most beauty pageants have their own aims and their own focus. But what we believe that Miss Republic Ghana can do is to educate people on the essence of becoming aware of our climate and how best they can all contribute into the climate change. So Miss Republic Ghana is also looking forward into raising young people who know what the climate change is about, how they contribute to it, how they can also involve other people to contribute. The thing the contestants do is to all advocate for climate action in their various communities. So we had 16 contestants and each of them took up tasks. Climate action tasks. Some of them were doing tree plantings, others were also doing cleanup at the oceans, others were also doing recycling projects, and it was all these contestants coming together towards a common goal, and that is what we are looking at. Instead of an NGO or an individual who decides that, I want to work on climate action, let me go do tree planting. The effect will not be as big as having 16 young ladies from different regions all tackling climate action.
So does it mean the contestants even start their projects
before we crown the winner?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's very nice. So we are getting to see the beauty queens doing something a little different from what we know beauty queens normally do.
Yes. So we don't wait for you to be crowned before you start up your project. Since you are a climate action activist, let's see you do something, make an impact, so that after you win, the organization can also rally behind you, support you to do even bigger things.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is really, really good. Yeah. Okay, let me come back to you, Maame Pokua. Well, we know some of the roles of beauty queens are the courses and the projects that they embark on. Could you share what your project or initiative is about and how this project fits into the broader agenda of climate action in Ghana?
My project was on before the crowning. I embarked on the Sakumono Community Waste Management Initiative.
Okay.
So the purpose of my project was to implement a school-based waste management initiative to promote proper waste disposal, recycling, and waste reduction practices within the schools in Sakumono. And as the reigning queen for the maiden edition of Miss Republic Ghana, I am committed to creating a lasting impact. So I will embark on several prospects that would bring up the mandate of the organization.
So how many schools in Sakumono did you focus on?
4 schools.
4 schools, indeed.
Yes.
So now you talked about a school-based project. So how important is it to involve younger generations in the conversation about climate change, and what methods do you use to engage with schools and communities?
I believe young people need to be involved in activism when it comes to climate change, because whatever we do now has an effect on our future. So we have to be involved in the activities to embark on that would have a positive impact on our society in the future. So one of my main flagship program is to create a school-based recycling club. So the aim of this club is to foster environmental awareness and sustainability among younger generations.
Okay.
And so one organization I have on board is Trashy Bags Africa. Okay. So we'll collect plastic waste from schools. So far, we are going to engage with 10 schools for now. And these plastic waste collected will be upcycled into school bags, lunch boxes, and pencil cases, which will then be donated to underprivileged students. So the students are involved, so they are able to bring up innovative ideas that would also help the underprivileged people in the community.
Indeed. So now let's look at some challenges, if there are any. What challenges have you encountered? I mean, your CEO made mention that you start your project even before your account. So what challenges have you encountered while promoting climate action through Miss Republic Ghana, and how have you overcome them?
One major challenge is funding to meet necessities. Yes, please. So one thing I've been able to do is to write proposals to organizations or like-minded individuals who are also in the race to champion climate action, so that I can leverage on their opportunities to meet my goals as a reigning queen. So that is what I've done so far.
So meaning you were able to get funds for this particular project?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Yes, please. Right.
All right, Maame Pokua, still on you. You mentioned a number of your main challenge being funding. Right, I'm sure you've also experienced a situation where it's been difficult to actually share the message of sustainability in certain areas. I'd like you to tell us how it's been for you trying to get people to buy into the idea and encourage them to practice sustainable practices.
One thing I've been able to do is to educate and create awareness, because if people do not have the information as to why we need to create a sustainable environment or a conducive environment, there's no need they would come on board to make these mandates be executed. So you have to let them know the importance of climate change or the impact the activities they engage in has on the environment they are living in. So the first is through education and awareness, and also taking on initiatives like tree planting, recycling of plastic waste, and when these things are being done, they get to know that, okay, the results of what we do has an impact. So if we are able to create new things from it, then it's going to benefit the people in the society. So that's what I've been able to do so far.
All right. And for Nana, have you experienced any challenges with getting regulatory authorities involved?
Not entirely, because as we started, all the organizations that are also geared towards climate action that some of the contestants have written to, and we as an organization has also written to, we've gotten the maximum support we need from them. Yes.
Excellent. So now let's leave the confines of Ghana and go international. The question is, we all know climate change. Climate is a global issue. So I want to ask how you think that pageants like Miss Republic can influence the international effort when it comes to climate change.
Miss Republic can do that. Most of the organizations, international organizations that are geared towards improving climate change, are all looking for young people with innovative ideas who can bring up something to help combat what we are all trying to achieve. And Miss Republic Ghana is raising young people in Ghana who are going to become the best climate action activists we can have. They can be educative, they can raise up their projects to help with whatever we are combating in Ghana. So if we have these contestants who are going to go globally to advocate for climate action, I think we can make an international impact. And that is what we are focused on. We have climate action conferences outside the country where these contestants will be attending to understand what they are even fighting for. You may say climate action, climate change, but do you really understand what we are fighting for? Do you understand the NDCs the United Nations has given to each country to help combat climate change? And when you get the platform, how are you going to do it? How are you going to start your project? All these things are stuff that we need to promote. So all the contestants are given opportunities to go for international conferences and go and understand what we are fighting for. Go and know your place in the climate action synergy thing. So if everybody knows their place, they know what they are doing, then I believe that the contestants can really take the climate action internationally.
Indeed. Right. So we know that sometimes, we have these pageants. Miss Ghana goes for Miss World, Miss Universe Ghana goes to Miss Universe. So are there any international, collaborations of that sort for Miss Republic Ghana? And if so, could you tell us about them?
We are not really focused on putting the ladies on international platforms such as pageantry. We are focused on putting them on international platforms like going for Model United Nations conferences.
Yes. So you are away from international pageants to international maybe global platforms
for climate action, the SDG conferences. So those are the conferences we are pushing the ladies to attend to make an impact.
Indeed. So now Miss Republic 2023 is over. So as role models, how do you inspire the contestants to be leaders in the field of environmental conservation even after the pageant ends?
The contestants were already motivated and inspired before joining the pageant because they understood what the pageant was about and what they are supposed to do throughout the pageant process. So we believe that with the necessary support we are giving them, with the education we are trying to give them, and with all the projects they've already begun, they know where they are going, they know what they are about. So whatever support we need, whatever thing that we can do to also help them promote climate action, we are ready to give them, and I believe they're already inspired to take up their game.
Indeed.
So what advice would you give? This question goes to Maame Pokua. What advice would you give to young individuals who are passionate about climate action and want to do something about it, but then they don't know what to do, they don't know where to start from, because it's very difficult trying to sell the climate action message to people. It's very difficult. And so what advice would you give to young people who want to go into this?
Okay, one advice I would give is to work with organizations that are already promoting the cause. As young individuals, we can't just start. We need to learn from those who are already doing it. I use Miss Republic Ghana as a platform to be nurtured. So joining these organizations will help you not be limited, but be able to explore your potential into being an activist for climate change. So from there, you don't have to give up. You can collaborate with your peers to also take up initiatives, write proposals to organizations that are willing to help you, and definitely through them you can promote the cause of climate change.
So it involves a lot of volunteer work, a lot of initiative just to involve people and collaborate with other people.
Yes.
All right.
Indeed. So now let me come back to you, Nana. What are the future goals and aspirations of Miss? I don't know, how long has Miss Republic Ghana been running?
This is our first.
Oh, this is a maiden edition. So you are the maiden queen. Yes. Oh, congratulations. So what are the future goals and aspirations of Miss Republic Ghana in terms of expanding its reach and impact in the fight against climate change?
As starters, what we are looking forward to is educating people, creating awareness on climate action. Yes, that is what we want to do for now. Let people know that this is what is happening and bring all forces on board to educate people. We want to start from the young people, JHS students, SHS students, even the primary schools. Let them know the importance of recycling. Let them know the importance of switching off the lights when you are not using it. Those little things that would also help to reduce the heating. We just want to educate people. So from now till our 5th year, we want to educate people on the need for us to take action.
Yeah. So as an SDG advocate, for instance, the SDG started in 2015. We have how many years more? 7 years. To 2030 exactly to meet this target. So how do you envision the role of beauty pageants evolving in the context of climate action in the coming years?
For Ghana, I think Miss Republic is the first pageant I know that is focused on climate action. But for other organizations, I know we have a lot of organizations that is also rallying under the climate action initiative. And I believe this wouldn't be the first. Yes, when people see what we are doing, the impact they are making, I believe others will also start, and that is what we want to see. We want to see everybody in their very little can do something towards climate action. So with over 100 pageants in Ghana, we can do something towards climate action. Yes, we can really do so. If we have 5 or 10 pageants all targeting climate action, working towards a common goal, we can do it.
So something, indeed.
Okay, Nana, do you have any other thing aside from environmental sustainability and climate change that you'd like to follow up with Miss Republic Ghana?
For Miss Republic Ghana is really focused on climate action, and that is what we want to do. Okay. But we have other pageants that are also focused on the sustainable development goals, that's good health and well-being.
Okay, that other pageant is under you as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, and what's the name of that?
It's Miss NMTC Ghana. The Maroon Queen is focused on
NMTC?
Nursing Midwifery Training College. It's not really just for Nursing and Midwifery Training College. It's for any health enthusiast. Okay. So if you want to make an impact in the health sector, you want to create awareness on any terminal disease, that is the pageant for you.
Wow.
All right. So in wrapping up, Maame Pokua, you've been quiet for some time, so I give this question to you. What message do you have for your listeners? I'll come to Nana after you. What message do you have for your listeners, and how do you think they can actively contribute to promoting climate action here in Ghana and outside, on their own and communally, in any way possible?
I believe they're practicing eco-friendly habits like tree planting. The government is also bringing up policies to restrict the production of single-use plastics, switching off our lights when not in use, and other initiatives that affect the climate. They putting up such initiatives on board would help promote climate change in Ghana and internationally.
All right, and Nana, do you have anything to add to that?
What I would say to people out there is that we should start small. When we mostly say climate action and we start mentioning the figures and explaining what the greenhouse effect is doing, the temperature rise, and people get confused. Yeah. So I don't normally want to dive into that aspect. So what we want to say is that when you look back to the years before, we had months that it rained. We had months that we had dry season. Ghana has just 2 seasons, the dry season and the rainy season. And everybody can attest to the fact that this is changing. Why is it changing? It's because of the little things we do in our homes. One might feel that if I switch on my light, how does that affect the climate? But if I switch it off, if you switch it off, if he also switches it off, we all help into reduce. Yes, it makes an impact. So what we want everybody to know is that your little effort would really contribute into climate change. So just know that you as a single person can contribute to climate change. So don't think how am I going to stop burning fossil fuels? How am I going to stop burning? How does it affect the climate? So if I throw my refuse out in the ocean, how does that? It really does affect me.
So little effort is unimportant. Everything is important.
Yes, every little effort you do contributes to climate action. So let's know that we are the reasons why the seasons are changing. So let's take action.
Indeed, little efforts matters. This has been a really insightful conversation. Thank you, Nana Ahenkan, and also Maame Pokua, for sharing your journey and shaping the conversation on how pageantry can be a catalyst for climate action. So, dear listeners, the next time you see a beauty queen adorned in her crown and sash, remember that she's not just a symbol of grace, she's a beacon of hope, a catalyst for change, and a relentless advocate for climate action. She represents the essence of beyond beauty, reminding us all that our actions today shape the world of tomorrow. So please tune in same time next week as we continue discussions on all things sustainable development right here on Asaase Radio 99.5, so that people and the planet can prosper. If you have any topic you want us to discuss, please share with us and shoot an email to sdghub@cestint.org. Remember, dear listeners, the future is in our hands, and it's our responsibility to ensure a healthier planet for generations to come. Keep raising your voices, keep advocating for change, and keep tuning in to the SDG Hub for more insightful conversations. Until next time, stay informed and stay inspired.
Thank you again for staying with us on the SDG Hub tonight. We have been speaking with Nana Ahenkan Agyemang, Executive Director at Miss Republic Ghana and CEO of iGroom Pageants Hub. We also had with us Maame Pokua Opoku, who is the current Miss Republic 2023. I've been your host, Kevin Annan, and I've been doing this with my co-host,
Rosemary Balami.
We go back to Beatrice.